Hi, thank you for coming to my talk today. I really hope you find this interesting. It is something that I think is very important. As someone who works in the social media field, I think it is very important to learn how to complain correctly to big companies because as someone who fields something like these responses and has been for doing something like this for over 3 years, I think it is important to have the correct information on how to do so your needs are met accordingly. My name is Schaefer. I am a social media marketing manager at the Edwardsville YMCA. I have been for about 2 years, and prior to that, I have been a marketing manager for various law companies in the city of Edwardsville. I am also an undergraduate student getting my degree in integrative studies in both the fields of communication and psychology. So, to say I'm an expert is the least. I want to put you into my shoes for a moment. I want you to imagine it is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, you're listening to your favorite song in the car when all of a sudden, car accident. I know, it's unfortunate. And something that I would want to do after an event like that is go home and watch my favorite show because it's been a stressful day. Who else needs something to do but go relax, take a load off, and kind of sit on these ideas that you have something big to do later. So let's just put those to the side for now. Let's go home, put on some comfy clothes, get into bed, turn on your favorite show, and relax. You get home, you do all those things, and then you open Netflix and find you've been kicked off your family account. A cherry on top of a bad day. So let's talk about the complaining process between social media and the actual company to see which one is better and what the avenues are that you can take. So on the flyer that I've given you, step 1 is to identify the problem. In this case, we'll be using the problem of Netflix doesn't allow family household accounts. Step 2, access the company website or the company phone. For your convenience, I have added the company phone and website to your flyer, so if you do wish to make an actual complaint about Netflix, then you are more than welcome to. Hopefully my speech today will give you some information on how to do so in a way that is easy and will actually get you a response. So the first step is to identify a problem that is concrete, that's evident. And we've already done that. We've already decided that this is something that affects multiple people worldwide. We've already decided that this is the actual issue that we're going to take to the company. Step 2 is to make that a priority. A lot of people use social media as a conduit for complaint, which isn't necessarily the best route to take. Like I said, I work in social media and I see these complaints on a daily basis. And while our team can help you in some aspects, there are specific departments that help with complaints and try to get those to the right people. So taking to social media, while it can bring up your awareness, it doesn't necessarily solve your issue. It can bring a team together so other people know about the issue or can bring it to their attention, but it doesn't necessarily mean that your issue is going to be solved in the most efficient manner. So step 3 then is to make the complaint. Access the company phone, access the company website, and make your complaint. I've included a few bullet points that I think are the most important for this. Step 1 is to be assertive, make your issue known, make it clear, make it concise, give them the information they need, and then move on to actually getting your issue solved instead of just sitting on it and posting it on social media to just bring awareness to it. The other 3 points we'll go through are be polite, be clear, and be thankful. Let's start with be polite. Netflix customer service or workers are people too. You have to remember that these people behind the screen aren't just AI, they aren't just generated responses. These are real people that are actually trying to get your issue solved. So being polite to them and being comfortable with them is not only beneficial on their behalf, it's also on your behalf. The nicer you are, the more likely people are to be nice to you and to try to get your issue solved. The next is be clear. Problems can't be solved if the issue is vague. That's true because if you give a unclear, imprecise, very jumbled way of giving your issue to the correct company, then these people aren't going to know what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to guess. They can't read your mind. So you have to make your issue clear. You have to make it known. And the last step is be thankful. These service workers are putting in as much effort as they can to get your issue solved. That means that being thankful to them, being polite, and being grateful is going to be a very big step in the right direction. These people are going to understand that you're actually just trying to get something done instead of just wanting to yell at somebody for the day. Step 4, the last step, is to await a response. Now, this can come in a couple different locations. It could come in the return of a phone call, it could come in the return of an email, it could come in your issue being solved and they don't even let you know about it, but next time you get on Netflix you realize that you have access again. But if you don't get the response that you prefer, then try a different avenue. If you mentioned their website or if you went to their website and made a complaint that way and they don't respond, make a phone call. If you've made a phone call and they don't respond, send a letter. Do something else that gets their attention and gets their head in the right mindset to actually help you. And of course, if one thing doesn't work and it doesn't work for a long time, try a different avenue. It might help you in more ways than you think it will. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate your time.